Welcome back, boys. Today we have the future of single men. Will women be replaced? Let's check it out.
The future of single men. Different to modern men, the men of now. In what way? Will women be replaced? Become obsolete? Become not a necessity for the modern man of the future? Now, what am I talking about? AI, robots, transhumanism, the connection of man and machine. Some would say we're already there. We're already too far gone. Our phones are devices that most of us could not live without now. Yeah? But imagine if that device was shaped like a lovely woman. Yeah? A fine woman. All the curves and shapeliness that you may want as a man. It's like, damn, all woman. No noise. Unless you program her to be so. Interesting.
On the topic of AI, what are your top 3 most insane AI predictions?
That your grandkids will marry an AI human.
What?
Whoa. Okay, let me stop him there. Like, damn, Gary Vee jumped clear out the window. He just went straight there. He didn't even think about it. He was like, yeah, I've got the answer already. Damn.
Your grandkids will marry an AI human.
All right, bro, like, okay. I'm shocked as well, but okay, let him explain.
What's your conviction level on that?
100%.
That they're going to marry an
That
AI?
your grandchild
Whoa.
is going to marry an AI human.
So this is what we've been talking about. I think people are going to have relationships fully AI, boyfriend, girlfriends.
I believe a robot that is fully AI will marry a human and vice versa for real in your lifetime.
Okay, all right. You see, now we understand what his co-host is saying. That's more the level that I'm on, but Gary Vee's jumping clear out the window. He's like, no. Please, you guys are still outdated. Nah, in your lifetime, our lifetime, your grandkids are gonna marry and it's gonna be normal.
AI human.
I hope you're focused and on your square. Robots. Okay, so this is what he does. This is what Gary Vee does. Now comment, do you agree with that or do you see it in a more balanced way? Because yes, let's be honest, we are in a world of AI. Everything's AI now. My God, the new Google VO3.
I broke into a zoo to prove one man is enough to fight a gorilla.
Welcome to the Chernobyl challenge. I'm gonna lick this glowing pole. Let's see how many views this gets.
No plan, no shoot, just content.
Bathing in liquid cement until it hardens. Let's get solid.
No energy drinks, just gasoline. Digging to the Earth's core, bare hands, no brakes.
Bro, AI is getting
Even I have to
crazy.
admit, like, my God, nah, that is damn good. It's good. It's still dodgy, but it's like, oh no, it's happening too quickly. Now, as I've shown you myself in many videos, there are a lot of people already having deep interactions with AI. I've shown you on a woman level how a lot of women have been having like very deep relationships with AI already. Very heavily therapeutic. Interesting. A lot of them are using AI as therapy, which is okay. But to think that in our lifetimes,
Your grandkids will marry an AI human.
our own grandchildren, if you've got children, they're going to have marriages and marry robots. Thinking robots. Okay. Far-fetched on one hand, but is Gary Vee more correct and we're more naive?
At scale.
And when you say an AI, does that mean like a physical body of a
Yes.
robot? So you're saying that the bodies will get so good that it will
Yes.
look like
Yes.
you and
My intuition is that in 20 years,
20.
because the AI can power the robot and because of where we're going and what's going on, that's fully.
See, I've said the same thing because certain AIs, people are getting really attached to them, just like
Oh,
typing
that's a-
back and forth.
What the
But
you think
put it in a
online dating
robot?
is? That's the same.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Okay, interesting points. This is an interesting conversation because in a video some months ago I mentioned the point that I do believe these dating websites are going to start replacing people with AI people. So as well as having the opportunity to date a real person, they're going to actually put AI people on there and people are going to be dating AI girlfriends and boyfriends, which I mean they're
So
already
sad,
doing.
bro.
But you know for a fact, things like Tinder, they're going to capitalize on that, aren't they? Oh my God, it's already scary, isn't it? But whereas it being scary for some, it's going to be beneficial for a lot of others, isn't it? But isn't that the point? When you no longer need a real human partner?
AI human.
Damn.
But I'm
Like,
thinking,
no.
Yeah.
People fall in love on text. Like people on Tinder or Raya, after 3 hours of texting back and forth, fall in love. Then the physical part happens.
so what is this going to do to society if we're all just
The
with
same
little
thing
robots?
that society looks like right now to a caveman. If we dug
Yeah.
up a caveman,
But do you think this is just population collapse? That just
No.
people are not going to reproduce?
maybe. but probably not fully.
Be
Pushable.
non-exclusive relationships.
What?
You think it will be non-exclusive relationships?
Actually, you know
can-
what's funny? I've thought about this. I actually think AI robots may save marriages. Like, I've been thinking about that a lot, which is like, does a couple introduce, just like real couples introduce swinging and another partner now, is it even better to introduce an AI robot that may help whatever sexual or emotional things are going on in that relationship?
Okay. Damn good point. That is an absolutely damn good point. Admittedly, okay. All right, Gary, we see where you're going. And yeah, you see, right now in present day and time, this conversation itself is, some would still say far-fetched. It's weird, it's unique, where it's like, whoa.
Fully AI boyfriend, girlfriends.
However, in time to come, this may be a normal conversation and topic. Like, imagine in the future, forget it being like a single people thing. Imagine if couples are bringing an artificial person into their marriage or relationship to spice things up.
Spicy.
Balance things out. Interesting, and that's a point I never actually thought of myself. Again, some of these things we think about from our own individual points of view and perspective. But something I've noticed again with human beings, it doesn't matter what you individually may think and want. What does a mass amount of people want? And considering we live in a time of a loneliness epidemic for both men and women, you can see how things like this, things like...
Oh, bro. We've seen it before where dudes, like, they're in a marriage, they have children, but they start a relationship with ChatGPT. There was a dude that did that.
These fit in
AI human.
Fully AI boyfriend, girlfriends.
to the gaps in dating. It's like, again, even if you don't want it, something's going to fill the gap, isn't it?
To become an offsetting contributor to a marriage.
Yeah.
One could argue, this was going to be my second one, that AI will be the reason marriage increases longevity and decreases divorce.
I would almost argue that it would be the reason why people just wouldn't get married, because you would just have this AI.
But it might be both.
Exactly. That's the point that I was more thinking. But then again, Gary Vee's thinking beyond the level that we're thinking at. He's thinking, well, now beyond that.
People just wouldn't get married.
So, yeah. I mean, comment that. Do you think things like AI and robots will actually save marriages and make people want to get married? Or just make people question and ask, well, why? Why bother? I can save myself so much pressure, time, energy, and money. Why not? To get myself an artificial girlfriend or boyfriend if you're a woman. Can an artificial person replace a real one? Maybe not now, but soon? Okay, we've heard what Gary Vee and these guys have to say. But here's another interesting opinion. From Vibe.com. Slim Thug believes men won't need women once robots learn to cook, clean, and have sex. Really, bruh? Really, Slim Thug, bruh? Really? Okay, so American rapper with basically the same points, because he's agreeing to a degree once robots become fine enough and can do all the same basic domestic things a woman can do, what's going to be the point? But again, he's going full with it, isn't he? What do you think them girl robots going to be able to do? Indeed, what they're going to be able to do indeed. Slim Thug believes that the evolution of technology will gradually make women obsolete to men in modern society. Amid the unveiling of Elon Musk and Tesla's new Optimus robot and several other robotic prototypes, Slim Thug took to Instagram Live to share his reaction to the presentation. According to the Houston native, Tesla's latest developments in their commercialization of artificial intelligence has given him hope that he'll one day be able to delegate household tasks to robots, to hot, sexy robot chicks. Interesting. I mean, hey, does it actually sound like a bad idea? I'm looking forward to this free time that come with having a robot and being able to live a real life and spend time with family. Okay, the 44-year-old told viewers of his broadcast, man's only 44. I thought he was older than that. I thought he was an unk. Man's a bra. You're bra. Alright, bra. He then began to allude to how robots can perform tasks without the seeming moodiness or lack of cooperation of women.
Just like a woman.
Doing similar duties, damn. Basically saying like a robot's not going to give you attitude, is it? It's not going to snap its neck and talk back, is it? No, it's going to do it. It's going to do whatever you ask it and tell it to do. It's programmed to do so. Unless you program a bit of bitchiness into your robot. Yeah? You can have a bitchy robot if you want to. Interesting. I'm looking forward to good help. Real help. Help without an attitude. Damn. The hitmaker added, interesting indeed. I mean, why not? 44-year-old Slim Thug saying, yeah, once I can get me some fine, hot, sexy robots. I mean, hey, can a modern woman compete? Can she? Yeah? Without the stress. Can take care of you as well and cook your food and pleasure you without complaining. I see, I'm trying to see the bad here. I'm trying to see the bad. The only thing I'm thinking about is how much they would cost. Because if you want a quality woman, it's like a real woman, how much? How much?
To this day!
It's always so funny to me when men make videos about like not approaching women anymore. Or they're like, oh, they'll always think you're creepy, or if you're not attractive.
And here we have a lovely human woman waffling. Yeah, just waffling. What she's talking about, who knows, who even cares? But the overall point, what she's talking about is men not approaching. Now imagine a time where this topic is going to become obsolete. Obsolete itself. Why? Because as a modern woman, she may become obsolete to a lot of men. I mean, like, who has to deal with a regular modern, not even being rude to this woman, lovely woman, using her as an example, but I mean, who has to deal with a regular, average modern woman when you can actually just get a fine, hot, baddie 10 out of 10 robot chick? Yeah, she may cost you something, cost you some money, but cheaper than a modern woman? Like I've been saying a lot recently, there's nothing more expensive.
Like, bro, if this shit's gonna be unregulated, like if nothing is done and progress continues to happen with this, yo, like, would you want a home cooked meal ready when you come home from work, and a house to be cleaned and everything already finished? Like, you don't have to do shit. You just have to focus on your work, and you'll have more time for hobbies and development. You could read books and stuff with this AI. But
Than the modern woman. So imagine having that choice compared to dealing with a real woman who has points and perspectives like this. It's like,
one thing, I think a lot of dudes are gonna do this. I do. For me, I still want a real woman. Like, what the fuck? I want children and all that. But a lot of dudes will do this, but I don't think a lot of women will. Like, if women do this, it won't be the same, if that makes sense. Like, I think women are gonna push far more back on this than men will.
like as a man, you wouldn't even have to deal with this at all, would you? But again, an example.
They'll think you're creepy. Like, these are the discussions men are having around approaching women. And I'm like, I really do not care. Wow. I really don't give a fuck if women think you're creepy only if you're not attracted to them. Like, us women have bigger fish to fry, okay? Some of us are unalived because we're not attractive enough, or we say no, or we didn't respond the way that a man wanted us to. Like, I just can't get myself to feel any compassion for men that are like, oh, we just can't approach women anymore. They just think we're creepy, especially if we're ugly. Okay, but honestly, to some of you men, I'm proud of you, because the conclusion you came to was, you know what, I'm just not gonna approach women anymore. That is a good conclusion to draw.
Interesting, lovely. I mean, she's saying that now, isn't she? Some could say, oh, she's young, so she's saying it now. Maybe when she gets older, smacks through the wall, maybe then she'll probably have a different opinion. Who knows? I mean, who knows? But
yeah, yeah, when the wall is coming, the wall is undefeated.
This entire thing is something a lot of men will never have to deal with again. Maybe that's why Gary Vee's right. Maybe that's why our grandchildren, they won't even be having these topics. The lack of approach thing, really, please. It may go back on itself and maybe more people may actually get together, more real people. But who knows? I mean, imagine if it really does become that. It's like it will be a breath of fresh air on one hand. You'll never have to hear this sort of nagging and complaining again. It's like, woman, who cares? No one cares. My robot chick looks a million times better. And she doesn't complain. No, she's actually lovely. Oh, the irony.
I don't think anybody's upset that a lot of y'all are choosing not to approach us anymore. Because I know some of y'all people, some of y'all men, choose to force yourself on women if they decline you. So Jesus I'm really glad that a lot of y'all have come to the conclusion to just not approach us. Because I will be honest.
Okay, look, this woman's being extreme with it. Like, okay, she's being extreme with it. She's talking about very, very extremely dangerous men. We're talking from a more average level, but okay. Obviously, as a woman, she's going to make her points. But again, as a man, it's not something you'd ever have to deal with again, is it? Is it?
I just don't feel bad. I just don't feel bad that men are rejected.
Of course
I just don't feel bad if men are called creeps. I just don't feel bad if men think they're unattractive and they think that's why they're being declined. Like, you could have that discussion amongst yourselves, man.
Oh, man. This is the attitude you get from trying to get a Western woman.
And keep coming to the conclusion of just don't approach us. I think y'all are doing a pretty good job. But don't expect us to feel bad for you.
Indeed, but imagine a future discussion where women are complaining that men are picking robots over them. They can't get a man because men are picking robots over them. The world is yours. Have a nice day.
Women have already been replaced with peace and quiet for bonus points, your bank account starts to get fat too. Ooh, how much do robots cost? Less than a real woman. Build a boyfriend for a woman. Good luck with that. They will try to divorce their robot and sue the company. $1 trillion industry overnight. Reject gynocentrism. Embrace waifu-centrism. They said for decades that they don't need us, so we as a men are just moving on. Like, isn't it crazy how, like, they said, like, oh, we don't need men, fuck all men, blah blah blah, and now it's like, boom, creating AI robots. This shit is it's sad. At the end of the day, like, so many dudes have completely given up. Anyway, boys, I hope you guys enjoy this one. I'll catch you boys on the next one. Take care of yourself.